Power 96.1, it's Maddox here with the one and only Mr. 8,000 pack of abs, Nick Jonas.
8,000, wow.
Dude, you have a lot of abs, I gotta tell you. I mean, that deserves that kind of introduction.
Well, thank you. I'm blushing over here.
That's okay,
really,
no problem. Welcome to Atlanta, man. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me back in Atlanta. I got in last night from New York. I was there for a crazy promo trip, New York Madness, on the release week of my album, and now here, and then back to LA tomorrow, so it's a little busy.
Man, you're like jet setting all over the place.
I'm trying.
So, I mean, Thanksgiving is coming up next week. You got any plans for the holidays at all?
Yeah, I'll be at the parade, so I'll be performing on the parade, which will be fun.
That's gonna be cool.
Yeah, you know, I'm from the East Coast, so I like being there during the holidays. And then I think I'm gonna pop up to Rhode Island, maybe. I don't know. That's where my girlfriend's family's from, and might go see them after that. So we'll see what happens.
Racking up the frequent flyer miles.
Yeah, trying.
So your album came out, deluxe version, November 10th.
Yeah.
How's that going, man?
It's incredible.
That's great.
It's bizarre. You work so hard making the album, then you work even harder promoting it, and then at that point, it's kind of like it's gone. It's off to the world, you know, to fight for its own. So it's like releasing kids into the world. I don't know, but it's a good feeling, and you know, the reception of this album's been incredible by both fans of my work from the past, but I think a whole new set of fans as well. And Jealous has really opened up a lot of doors in that way, and just been a really special time for me.
And I think that like it's cool about Jealous is I think that guys and girls can kind of relate to that song because I mean. Everybody, I don't care if you could say this all day long. Oh, don't get jealous. Everybody's been jealous at one point.
Everybody gets jealous.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a very human feeling.
It is.
Which is, for me, it was a good way to just process what I was going through. You're writing the song and sort of using my artistry as a creative outlet, to sort of be my journal in a way. And then to see that a very specific topic for me actually relates to a lot of people and people connect with it means the world. And it is about a conversation, about starting that conversation, saying, look, it all happens to all of us, and it's good that we have a song to sing in those times.
Yeah, definitely. So how did Jealous come about? How did that song come to life for you?
The song came about. I was out with my girlfriend, and someone was
previous Miss Universe, correct?
Yeah.
So she gets a lot of eyes.
She does. She's pretty. But we were out, and this guy was kind of staring at her for uncomfortably long. And that's fine.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I'm not the kind of guy that's like, I'm never possessive. It's never like that. But I just, it was uncomfortable. It's like
awkward.
Clearly we're on a date, and you can't do that. And, So I went home that night and was frustrated. Went to the studio the next day, and I wrote this song with these two collaborators of mine, a guy named Nolan and this girl Simon. And we went in with a different idea. Actually, it was like trying to work on that, and it just wasn't connecting. I think it's because I had to write this song and get it out, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah, no, I mean, clearly it's a smash. So, I mean,
thanks.
Turning that, emotion into a great song. I mean, it clearly worked out for you. That's great. Yeah. Now we just got to go find that guy and say, look what you did, bro.
Actually, I'm going to thank him.
Yeah, I know. It's like, you got this for me.
I'll give him a platinum plaque once again.
There you go. Here's my record, signed and delivered. So your new album is doing very well. And speaking of promoting it, I saw you were like in a New York subway. I saw it on video, and you were promoting it in the subway. How'd that go?
Yeah, I mean, I was working with this really cool young director, and we shot this gospel version of Jealous, put it online, just now crossing 3 million views already, and so just trying to find creative ways to show me in a different light. And during album release week, we had a couple hours free, and we all came up with the idea to just go around the city. And so we shot about 3 videos that I'm really excited for people to see. One's a holiday video, and then this one was of a song called Wilderness. What was funny is when we were in the subway, it was like a really quiet time. We kind of planned it that way, so
there's
it wouldn't
nobody.
get too crazy. So there's nobody there.
Yeah.
And so when you see the video, I think it'll be funny because it's just us hanging in the subway playing. But 2 people got pictures of it, and the next day it was on E! And TMZ and a couple other places.
Nick Jonas in a New York subway.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's pretty bizarre.
That's cool. So speaking of you and your lady, I mean, do you guys have any serious plans for the future? Like maybe engagement one day?
One day, maybe. I mean, I think right now we're young. We're both 22. Yeah. We got time to figure it out, and I think we're really enjoying the ride we're on, and also learning. It's been a crazy couple months with the TV show I did, and then all the music stuff, and then she's got a bunch of projects she's working on. So we're finding that balance and getting used to being as busy as we are, and trying to have a healthy relationship.
Yeah, it definitely takes time to figure each other out. You know, I mean,
For sure.
you might leave the toilet seat up. I mean, she might get mad. I mean, you never know.
My mom was always honest about that.
Dude, funny story, true story. My mom used to charge me 75 cents every time I left the toilet seat up.
That's smart.
I know, and I never,
smart.
ever leave the toilet seat up anymore. Like, ever.
That's a good call. See, for us, that was the biggest thing, and she was always like, and always clip your fingernails. She's like, girls never like when you have dirty fingernails. And it's very true.
It's true. Nobody likes,
I try to, I mean, right now they're about to...
You have very nice fingernails.
Oh, thanks.
Good.
Thank
Just
you.
wanted to throw that out there.
Thanks,
Mine are
man.
pretty well manicured, too.
Yeah, you're good.
That's good, so...
Would you have ever thought we'd be talking about our fingernails?
No,
in
but
this interview?
hey, it's all good, bro. You're in good company. I don't care. I got nothing to hide. So I saw your Kim Kardashian booty Instagram picture. You know, your Photoshop deal. How'd you get that idea? Where'd that come from?
Actually, my brother posted it. I didn't post that, and that would have been very strange if I did. But we were out. We were having a couple drinks, and a friend sent that to him. And he was like, oh, my God. And if you haven't looked at my brother's Instagram, he's kind of killing the game. Like, he's got one of the best Instagrams in the business, I think. Always finds the funniest stuff. And someone sent this to him, and I was like, dude, you have to post it. Like, it's too good. I won't be offended if you do. Like, and I don't think Kim would be either. Met her a bunch of times, and she's always very cool.
Did she ever contact you after you posted it?
Not after we posted it, but I'm sure I'll run into her, and it'll be funny.
That's funny.
I mean, I don't know how Kanye will feel about it, but we'll see.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I mean, that picture got a lot of attention when you posted that. I mean,
yeah. I mean, not as much as hers, but
yeah. But yours, I mean, you're still got pretty decent, eyeballs on it for sure. I mean, speaking of breaking the internet, if you were to ever you've posed in your boxers, you've posted shirtless. I saw you on Ellen. You had your pants off.
Pants were off.
I love it. So, is there ever going to be a day where you might, I
think I'm actually wearing my Ellen underwear today.
Oh, you have Ellen underwear on?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
I just realized
dope.
that. Yeah.
I need to get a pair of Ellen underwear.
She gives all her guests Ellen underwear.
Does she really?
Yeah, and I'm wearing it right now.
Shout out to Ellen.
Nice.
He's wearing the goods.
Yeah.
So, would you ever pull a Kim Kardashian and pose full frontal?
No.
No?
I don't think so.
Because you would probably break the internet
on the TV show Kingdom that I'm in.
There's a pretty heavy scene in that.
A couple heavy scenes.
Yeah.
And we haven't done any male nudity yet. In that way. I think a couple asses have been shown and things like that.
Okay.
But no frontal. But shows that are in a similar vein to ours, like The Wire and Game of Thrones, like all of that stuff that's really heavy and gritty, like our show has that. So maybe next season,
things could happen.
Anything could happen, but we'll see. I don't know.
That's awesome. So, about to wrap it up here. So, if there's one thing that people would be surprised to know about you, one secret that not a lot of people know, what would that secret be?
Oh, it's tough because you had
a pretty public life.
Yeah,
so.
I had a very public life, and a lot of people know things about me that I'm even surprised by. But what I do now is if I realize something about myself, I'll write it down. So I gotta say that in the next interview. It's some new bit of information. But I don't know if there's one recently that is that new. I mean, I'm a big cigar fan. That's something I think a lot of people are surprised by, and I've actually made a lot of friends who have taught me a lot about it over a couple of years, which I think is cool. It's if you find something like that you're passionate about that you can kind of learn about, it's cooler than just being whatever the other thing would be. If you have a drink, you can know something about wine and things like that. That's cool to be educated. Same thing with the cigars. So probably that.
Nick Jonas, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.
Always a pleasure to have you here in the ATL Power 96.1.
Always a pleasure.
Awesome. Thank you, buddy.